You are listening to the For Flourishing's Sake podcast by Frederika Roberts. Hello, I'm Frederika Roberts, and it's my pleasure today to welcome you to the trailer for the For Flourishing's Sake podcast. For Flourishing's Sake is a podcast for teachers and school leaders. It's a 5-minute Monday morning boost of inspiration, support and practical tools and ideas to help you and your students flourish. The actual podcast will launch in 2 weeks' time on Monday the 2nd of September at 7 a.m. UK time. Although I'm based in the UK, the content will be relevant to teachers around the world. When I was writing my upcoming book with the working title, yes, you guessed it, For Flourishing's Sake, which will be out in spring next year in 2020, I interviewed school leaders, teachers, wellbeing leaders and practitioners from around the world and found that many of the issues you face and the outstanding practices you implement day to day are similar, though of course you adapt what you do to your local culture. The podcast is therefore not meant to be prescriptive. After all, who am I to tell you what to do? You are the one doing the job day in, day out. It is, however, intended as a quick boost on a Monday morning to set you up for the week with some ideas, some inspiration, some thoughts on ways to improve your own and your students' well-being, to help you and them flourish inside and outside of school. Over the course of the year, I will not be the only one sharing ideas with you though. I have a fantastic lineup of educators and experts who will be giving you their Monday morning flourishing tips. For example, when I was in Australia recently to present at the International Positive Psychology Association's World Congress, I asked a few people to record their Monday morning boosters for you. So in the coming weeks and months, you will hear from Cheyenne, a happiness scientist from Singapore, Christian, who is Executive Director of Growth Coaching International and Professor of Coaching and Positive Psychology, and Louise Tidmond from Denmark, who is Chief Innovation Officer at the Strength Academy and is a PhD candidate in Positive Psychology. You'll also hear from many of the wonderful educators I interviewed for my book. For example, Rhiannon McGee, Head of Positive Education at Geelong Grammar School in Australia, and Fabian De Fabiani, Assistant Head Teacher at Townley Grammar School and Director of Character Education and Wellbeing at the Odyssey Trust for Education, and many more. I will offer you my own insights, of course, and those will be based on my experience as a former teacher, my Masters in Applied Positive Psychology, my current work in schools as a speaker and a trainer, including as co-founder of RWS Resilience Wellbeing Success, and my research as an author in positive and character education. So, save the date and tune in 2 weeks' time on Monday the 2nd of September at 7 a.m. UK time and every Monday at the same time after that for 5 minutes of inspiration, support and practical ideas and tools that you can implement straight away. And of course, if you like what you hear, please share this podcast with your friends and colleagues so that we can spread its reach far and wide and all flourish together. Until then, for flourishing's sake, have a great week.